Alrighty, this is gonna be part 7.
Uh,
What's this about our future plans? First, we lost Survey, and now it looks like Hiruko isn't coming back either, so should we keep looking for her or choose a new leader? Should we keep defending the school like before? We need to consider our options. I almost forgot about that. Does she really have some kind of secret passage out of here? No, she was murdered by the traitor hiding in our ranks. Quit it, you're gonna make everyone paranoid. Guys, knock it off. It ain't cool to speak ill of the dead. And if she's still alive, she'll probably come back and explain herself soon enough. Saray and Haruko both knew something about this war and disappeared before they could tell us about it. We may have to accept that we're never going to learn the whole truth. Knowing that, what do you all think we should do from here on out? It's not like we can leave. Nothing we can do except to run out the days. But all that stuff about going home when we're done, is it still going to happen without Saray here? I wish I knew. We're supposedly here on a vital mission to defend the future of humanity, isn't that right? Surely the people in charge wouldn't leave us unsupervised. There's got to be some way to contact them. Saray must have been in charge of that too. Now that he's gone, we might be cut off. For a mission this important, you'd think they'd have a fail-safe in place. Maybe everything Saray told us was a lie, and this whole thing is a twisted reality show set up by a cadre of ultra-rich people. They're probably out there right now, sipping champagne and getting off on seeing us suffer. What part of that is funny? This sucks, yo. At least before we had hope of learning the truth. I know it's frustrating to have all these unanswered questions, but the invaders are targeting the school. There's no doubt about that. That means the part about there being something important here is likely true. Otherwise, why would they continue? I think the 100-day time limit must have a grain of truth in it as well. I don't doubt something will happen on the 100th day. As to whether that will include us going home, all we can do is have faith that it will. I guess so. We really don't have any other option, do we? We'll be okay. It should all work out in the end, one way or the other. Yeah, let's go with that. I seriously don't want to think about this anymore. The only way I'm going to get through this is by focusing on all the awesome stuff that I'll get to do when I go home. I'll be hailed as the hero who saved mankind. Money, honor, women, they'll all be mine. Everyone who made fun of me will get their just desserts, and the world will enter a new era with me leading the way. You're starting to sound like a supervillain. We spent a little longer in the caf, eating. It was breakfast, dinner, and lunch rolled into one. When we were done, we went back to our rooms, but I was still aching all over. At least I had a full stomach. This really hurts. Back in my room, I collapsed onto the bed and laid there for a while. Staying on my feet was too much effort. I'd already wasted most of the day doing nothing, although, after last night's battle, maybe that was only natural. In fact, it was probably better for me to take it easy and allow my body to recover. Maybe I'll take a shower and hit the sack. I spent the rest of the night lying in bed, not doing anything noteworthy. Before I knew it, my 18th day had passed me by.
Up and Adam troops! Get ready for your 19th day! Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number. Oh, I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the garage on the first floor and the library on the second. The VR machine in the training room's been updated too. Be sure to sharpen up your skills.
Pain isn't completely gone, but I felt better than yesterday. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? Makes no sense. He probably wanted us to call him out on it and watch us squirm. No use getting worked up about it now. Let's take a look at the new rooms. This is the garage. There's some cool stuff in here. Tsubasa says, cool doesn't even begin to cover it. Look at this, it's awesome. Over there. Wow, you never see stuff like that in such good condition. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. If you ever want to make adjustments to your weapon, just let me know. Customize my weapon? Yeah, this place has everything. Aren't our weapons supposed to be manifestations of our will? channeled through our blood or something like that? Is it even possible to customize them? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but there's equipment here specifically designed to do just that. I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time in here. I'll have this gear up and running faster than you can say methacyclopentadiol, manganese tricarbonyl. Wow. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started. Who wants to be first? It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul, just let me tweak a little. Whoa, calm down. Let's take things slow, okay? New skill development has been unlocked. Sure enough, this is the library. This is wonderful. They have a huge selection of titles from all kinds of genres. I've never seen this many books, not even at the TRC's library. How about that? I'm not much of a reader, so I never thought about how many books we had. Believe me, this is impressive. I used to spend most of my spare time reading. Being around people always made me nervous, so books were my refuge. Aito doesn't hesitate speaking his mind anymore. I guess this experience helped bring him out of his shell. How about you, Shoma? Do you like to read?
If you think I'll have anything interesting to add to this conversation, you're gonna be disappointed. I don't read, or watch TV, or play video games, or engage with any kind of media worth talking about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so thoroughly uninteresting.
That's okay. So, is it only books here? Nothing extra, like the Gift-O-Matic? I don't think so, although there are some rather unusual choices. There's guides on combat techniques, military strategy, that kind of thing. They might teach us something we can use against the invaders. I think that might be more your area of expertise than mine. That's fair. I'll let you know if I come across anything useful. Thanks, Saito. The reading study has been unlocked, so you can access it during your free time. Takumi, you came to check it out too, huh? Yeah, I was curious about the update. Looks like they added some new scenarios. They might be kind of fun. Want to jump in and see who can get the best score? Yeah, let me get back to you on that. New VR training missions have been unlocked. Alright, I've taken a look at all the new rooms and facilities. I think I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Even after a full day's rest, I'm tired. I let out a long breath and felt no motivation to do anything productive. Instead, I made for the comforting embrace of my bed. My aches and pains were more manageable, but I wasn't fit, not by a long shot. I'll just rest my eyes for a moment. I lay down and let my body go completely limp. I wasn't going anywhere else today. I snoozed away my 19th day at the last Defense Academy in relative peace and comfort. Day 20.
Up and at 'em! Get ready for your 20th day. Prepare to spend another day. Be ready to give your lives to
Once I was out of bed and on my feet, I stretched, feeling my back, arms, and legs straightening out for the first time in a while. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. I should head to the cafeteria to see how everybody is doing. But when I got there, no one was there. Stranger things have happened. I guess I'll grab some breakfast. I sat there on my own for a few minutes until the door opened. Takumi, what a pleasure to see you first thing in the morning. It's kind of strange for the others not to be here. You think they're still asleep? Could be. A lot of them stayed up late last night, even past the evening announcement. Really? Some of them wanted to keep snacking, others were using the new facilities. They were pretty much just doing whatever they felt like. Does that count as freedom or anarchy? Maybe a little bit of both. We don't really have any authority figure anymore, so... It's like the students at a regular school given free reign with no teacher. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, but I can't help but think we should be using this time to come up with some strategy. I don't know. We never know what the enemy is going to do until they show up. How do you plan for that? Plus, those guys would never go along with strategy meetings or group training sessions, not without someone to organize it all. Are you saying we need a new leader? Why don't you do it? I think you do a great job. Me? You gotta be kidding. I disagree. You're considerate, and you have our back in battle. And you never give up hope. I'd be proud to follow someone like you. Knock it off. You're gonna make me blush. Well, if you don't want to, I won't force you. But leader or no leader, we'll still be there for each other when it counts. Whatever happens, we'll be okay. Right, we'll find a way to make it work. None of the others came to the cafeteria that morning. It was just me and Aito. We talked a bit before heading back to our rooms. No Saray, no Haruko. Right now it's liberating, but this lack of discipline could lead to problems later down the line. Then again, I can't imagine any of us stepping up to lead the unit at this point. Dwelling on it won't help, though. I'm sure I can find a better use for my time. Let's check out those new areas. The garage has been unlocked. You can develop skills. The library has been unlocked. You can raise the grade of your choice by reading books. Oh, ho, ho. Let's see how this works. Oh, okay, there's some different moves we can learn. A powerful close-range stab ignores armor. Unleash a vertical slash attack. Flight +2. Allows use of counter in battle. Launch a counterattack when hit by an enemy. Learn Last Yell. Allies acting with 1 AP in battle have a 50% chance of gaining a support status. Unyielding Spirit. Attack +2 to user when near death. Okay, so you have to pay per skill, and you have to meet the underlying requirements as well. Move -3. Dang, there's a lot of stuff. Well, I like the idea of him having a ranged attack. But I also like the idea of Counter-Strike and Impact. All his skills seem pretty useful. Okay, so everyone can kind of learn a counter. I think... How much does it cost? 600? Probably makes sense for everybody to learn that. Early Strike. Attack all enemies in range at start of player turn. Oof, I'm out of points, basically. Debuffs movement, earns lots of voltage. Attack diagonally to hit enemies within a large area. Buffs allies to gain voltage, and attack +1. Earns a large amount of voltage. Alright, so we're out of money, basically. Doesn't seem like that will waste our time, so that's cool. There's also a library. Oh, okay, that's to learn skills. Reading this book increased your exploration. Reading the same book twice will be enough to finish the book completely, greatly increasing the corresponding grade. Once fully read, the effect of the book will decrease. Be sure to balance your reading with other student activities and giving gifts. Maybe let's do the training room. Need lots of those red points.
Time to move.
Just watch me. Bang, bang, bang!
Let's give it to him!
Let's do this. Let's go.
All right, let's get started. How's this? How unsatisfying.
Let's do this!
Let's freaking go! Mow 'em down! whenever.
Let's give it to him!
Time to move.
I can still go on.
Hauling ass!
My turn. Die! Broken so soon.
Ready when you are. There! All right. Let's go. Yeah! Got it! I guess it's my turn. Bounce back! I'm ready whenever. Allow me to trim down their number. All well and good. I guess it's my turn.
Here we go! I'm taking the wheel. Locked and loaded. Out of the way!
Damn, this is tough. Let it loose! Yes, leave it to me. Ha! We better get moving. Yes, leave it to me.
Ready when you are. How's this? Ow! Did my engine die?
We need to
Knock back.
It's as bad as I thought, huh?
This certainly isn't good. Here we go. Got it. Nice. My body. Allow me to trim down their number. All well and good.
No good.
I can keep going.
I'm taking the wheel. Locked and loaded. I'm taking the wheel. Locked and loaded.
This certainly isn't good. My body. Here we go. I can can keep going. Allow me to take them down. I'll leave the rest to you.
Leave it to me. Don't try to stop me.
We're in serious trouble here. Bang, bang, bang! Good to go. Here we go.
Rev it up!
Time to move. Out of my way.
Oh, crap! Retreat!
All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfying.
Hauling ass!
Ready whenever.
Let's do this! I've got this.
Looks a little dangerous. I'm taking the wheel. How's this? I'm good whenever. Watch out! Ready when you are. I'm good whenever. I'm taking the wheel. Take this! Ouch! I'm good whenever. Leave it to me. I'm taking the wheel. Hi-ya! Leave it to me. They're gonna hear this engine roar.
At ease, soldiers. You never know when the... Well, then.
Huh?
Get ready for your 21st day. Prepare to be ready to give your...
I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! We better get moving.
My turn. Take this! Broken so soon.
Here we go.
All right, let's get started. Out of my way. Ready whenever. Die! How unsatisfying.
Let's do it to it! Locked and loaded!
Ready when you are. Good to go.
My turn. Chop you to pieces. Time for battle.
Here we go. Yes, leave it to me.
I'll show you what's up.
Mow 'em down!
Not bad. My turn. How's this?
I'm ready whenever. Here we go! All well and good.
Let's freaking go! My turn!
There!
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon.
Good to go. Ready when you are. I've got this. Here we go. Gotcha.
Let me handle it. Let it loose!
Ready when you are. Let's roll!
Let me at him!
Mow 'em down! We gotta fall back!
All right, let's get started.
We better get moving.
Ready whenever.
Hauling ass!
Let's go! Here we go! Let's go! It's killing game time!
Let's do this!
Here we go! Hi-ya! Okay, okay! boring.
All right, let's get started.
Let's freaking go!
I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! Got it! Nice!
Now then, to business. How's this? How unsatisfying.
We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their numbers. I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! All well and good.
Hauling ass! Let's freaking go! Full throttle! Oh, smoke 'em! Knocked it out of the park!
I'm good whenever. Leave it to me. Hi-ya! I'm good whenever. Don't try to stop me. Locked and loaded. Leave it to me. Locked and loaded. Let's roll.
We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their numbers. Got it! Nice!
Ready when you are. I'm good whenever.
I've got this. Say when.
Time to move.
My turn.
Locked and loaded. Don't try to stop me. I'm taking the wheel. Hi-ya! Let's keep it up.
My turn. Take this!
Tsubasa says, I'm curious about this, so we're gonna talk to her. Takumi, don't you wonder how the Revive-O-Matic works? It should be impossible to instantly revive humans. What does it look like inside? I'm dying to find out. I don't suppose I can take it apart. Easy now. Back away from the Revive-O-Matic. It might turn you into Swiss cheese if you don't keep your distance. But it'll just bring us back, even if it kills us, right? Being full of holes wouldn't kill me instantly. We might be able to investigate the machine before we die. You know we can't do that. We're not zombies. Why are you so desperate to figure it out anyway? I'm a mechanic. How could I not want to know? I can't not take apart and look at any machine. That's a mystery to me. I held Tsubasa back as she tried to approach the Revival, managing to pull her outside the room. Nothing is scarier than the persistence of a prodigy. Cool, we got a science point. I was trying to get a math point, but it didn't seem like reading those books was doing much, and it wasted a lot of free time.
Ready, soldiers. It's time to hit the
Maybe let's go exploring. Looks like they're under maintenance. I guess not. I guess we'll just do the library then. Somebody's here. I opened the door and welcomed my guest. Good morning, Takumi. I come to extend a little invitation. What are you inviting me to? We haven't celebrated our last victory, so I thought we could do a party. Gaku and I spent yesterday evening getting it ready. Apparently, he picked up a few tricks from all the jobs he worked in the food industry. I never expected cooking to be his thing. Alright, I'm in. Are we doing it in the cafeteria like usual? No, we're gonna do it in the schoolyard. Cooking food in fresh air is something that we never got to do in TRC, so why not take this opportunity? You've got a point. Feel free to drop by whenever you're ready. I'll go and let the others know. A barbecue. That should be fun. Looks like that's really our only choice of activities. It'd be kind of funny if I just went to sleep. I wonder if the game would even let me do that. They'll probably just be like, oh, you're not tired. Yeah, that's what I figured. I just saw the little time icon and I was like, that'd be hilarious. I have my doubts, but this setup is sweet. I know, right? Cooking at school's kind of a novelty, and now we get to do it under an open sky. Well, I've been grilled at school plenty of times. It makes a change to be the one doing the grilling. Sounds like you've had enough. Are we here to talk or eat? Come on, let's get started already. Alright, help yourselves. We got plenty, so eat as much as you want.
It sounds like a challenge. Hope you're ready for this stuff to get annihilated.
You think you can eat more than my brothers and sisters? This is nothing. I'll keep it coming till you're all satisfied.
This is fun. It's so different from any of the barbecue parties I've been to before. It was unnerving at first, the way the sky just goes on and on forever. But I think I'm starting to like it.
Really? I still can't get used to it. But maybe that's just me.
Mmm. This fish is so cold and refreshing.
Hey, I haven't grilled that one yet. It's still frozen.
Oh, that's all right. I'll have it as it is. I actually prefer my food nice and frosty.
Yeah, waiting for it to cook is boring anyway. But that anticipation's half the fun of a barbecue.
I don't know what half this stuff is, but it sure is good. You know, I've heard that human beef tastes like chicken.
This is chicken.
It's nice to see everyone having a good time.
Is something the matter, Shoma? Why aren't you eating? Well, sorry if I made you worry. I'm fine, really. Well, if you're sure, seemed like you wanted to tell me something. How do you like the party? Talk to me. I'm having fun. It was a good idea. Where'd you get the grill and all that other stuff? Oh, I made him with the Gift-O-Matic. All of it? That must have been a lot of work. Maybe, but it was worth it. Just look how happy everyone is. Even Haruko might have warmed up to us a little more if she could have experienced this. I think it's a moot point. She'd never have allowed us to do this in the first place. We've all been so disorganized lately, I missed getting the whole group together. You were really worried about us, huh? You know, I think you'd make a great leader. Why don't you give it a try? Oh, I couldn't do that. Not when I have a record of running off and trying to do everything myself. You're making too much out of it. Well, I'm still not very confident, let alone leading them, and my health isn't reliable either. Putting someone like me in charge would be asking for trouble. I still think you're being too hard on yourself. Anyway, you did a great job setting all this up. You and Gaku, of course. Thanks. It was really Gaku who did most of the work. I just got the ball rolling. Well, I shouldn't monopolize you. Feel free to go mingle. Monopolize, rather. He's right. We don't get together much these days. We should make the most of it. Shoma seems like he has something on his mind. Maybe I can get him to speak about it.
Huh?
Shoma, do you have a minute?
You want to talk to me? All right, but you should adjust your expectations. Everything from sophisticated conversation to lowbrow humor goes right over my head. I'm told it can get frustrating.
Never mind about that. It looked like you had something to say earlier.
Huh?
That's okay. You can tell me.
The truth is, I remembered something. And while I can't be sure, I think it has something to do with why we're here.
Huh?
Hey!
Oh. You know why we were brought here, Shoma? I was eavesdropping. Before you say anything, my hearing is just really good. It's a curse, really. Hey guys, Shoma knows why we're here. Darumi! I tried to shut her up, but within seconds, everyone had gathered around. What? You know why we're here, Shoma? For real? For realsies. He said so himself. He just unlocked a repressed memory or something. You remembered something important. Let's hear it. There's no point trying to hide it now, Shoma. Don't be afraid. Just tell us what you know. Alright. Sorry for making this so difficult. Shoma took a deep breath and began mumbling an explanation.
Last night I had a dream. I know what you're thinking, but it wasn't a normal dream. It was a memory. Even after I woke up, I was sure of it. It was something that actually happened. A dream that brought back an old memory.
Sounds a lot like the dreams I've been having. What did it make you remember?
back in the residential complex, I spent some time in the hospital. It's weird that I forgot about it.
Anyway, it was a place called Sacred Hope Hospital.
Sacred Hope. Doesn't ring any bells.
I don't remember why I was checked in or how long I stayed, but I was definitely there. And while I was there, they put me in some kind of machine.
A machine?
Yeah, it was kind of like a pod or a cylinder, just big enough to fit a person inside.
I don't see where this is going.
The thing is, there are machines just like that one right here in the school.
What?
There's a room here where the lights don't turn on, right?
The machine in my dream memory was just like the ones in there.
You mean the broken ones we couldn't get working?
Yes, those ones. That's what they put me inside at Sacred Hope.
You were in a weird machine. Are you sure it was back at the complex and not here?
What did it do to you? What are those things even for?
I don't really know, man. That's where my memory cut out.
Really? That's it? You don't remember why they put you in there?
I don't. I'm so sorry.
So I'm guessing you don't know what the ones we have here do either then.
I'm so sorry. I can't remember.
What an intriguing mystery. Are you sure it wasn't just a really vivid dream though? Dreams are weird like that. They can feel real, but in the end they're just random information your brain tries to spin into something more coherent. Isn't it more likely your subconscious brought out the memory of the machines you've seen here? How can you say for sure the hospital was a real memory? Would you really forget about something that important?
Right. I'm sorry. It was probably just a dream.
The hell? After all that? What about Sacred Hope Hospital?
Probably just some random words I mistook for the name of a real place.
Wait, Shoma, are you sure you want to write it off like that?
Yeah, it's fine. I always get these things wrong.
You'd think some of us would have heard of that hospital if it was real, but it doesn't sound familiar.
Everyone, I want to apologize for getting your hopes up. It's bad enough I ruined the mood by broaching a heavy subject, but I couldn't even tell you anything useful. I'm gonna go hide under a rock like the bottom feeder that I am. Forget this ever happened.
Shoma finished his overly formal apology and retreated to the inside of the school.
Shoma.
What was all that about? Just a misunderstanding, sister dearest. No need to give his silly dreams a second thought. A silly dream? Is that really all it was? I'm not so sure. Now that that's settled, let's get back to the party. Who's ready for a taste of my world-famous Maruko marinade? Oh, now you're talking. Give me a triple bossy deluxe animal style. My jaw's getting tired from eating so much food. I think I'll just make some marshmallows. Come on, Takumi, let's go. Okay. The barbecue lasted the rest of the day and long past sundown. By the end of it, we were so stuffed we could barely move. Eventually, we had to admit defeat and call it a night. I'm so full, I'll never look at a burger again. Had I overindulged? Maybe. Would happy days like these become a distant memory the next time the invaders attacked? Definitely, but for now, I just want to enjoy it. Huh? Just then, something weird began to happen. Why do I feel so sleepy? Even considering the late hour, this isn't normal. It was like someone yanked out my power cord and left me suddenly devoid of energy. I wasn't tired, I was practically paralyzed. Did I eat too much? But that doesn't make any sense.
Hey, what's that you're reading?
Some old book I found in the library. It's got stuff about the world outside the complex in it.
The world outside? What's the point in reading about that?
There doesn't have to be a point to everything. I just think it's neat. Hey, Taki, did you know they have these things called seasons out there?
I told you not to call me that at school. It's embarrassing.
It gets colder or warmer or darker or lighter depending on the time of year, and it all goes around in a cycle.
So it keeps changing? I mean, that sounds like it'd be really annoying.
They've got rain, too. Water that falls right out of the sky. And sometimes it freezes and turns into something called sleet. Other times, the wind and the rain get really strong. They call that a storm. In some parts of the world, storms get so bad, they can even blow buildings over.
I can't even imagine that. The outside world sounds dangerous. It's a good thing we don't have to worry about all that stuff. Here in the complex, everything's nice and safe. And nothing ever changes.
You're so boring, Tacky. Don't you ever get tired of knowing what's gonna happen all the time? Where's your sense of adventure?
You know, you're the only one in our whole class who thinks like that.
So what? I'm free to like what I like, aren't I? And I think the outside world sounds really cool.
You're so weird.
Open it! Be ready to give your...
Wait, did I hear that right? Our 24th day? No, today's supposed to be day 23. There's gotta be a mistake. The morning announcement has never been wrong before. What does this mean? Oh, they stole a day from me. Those sons of bitches. Whoa. Drops of water are falling from above. There were so many that the ground was soaking wet, giving it an uncanny sheen. This must be rain. I don't see what's so great about it. I feel cold. I better make a break for it and get inside. Quick. Shoma, what are you doing out here? You're gonna catch a cold. Talk to me, I'm glad you're okay. Of course I'm okay, why wouldn't I be? I've seen some of the others today, but none of you came out of your rooms all day yesterday. None of us? And not for a whole day? Yeah, I went to the cafeteria in the morning, but nobody else was there. I thought you'd probably made plans without me, so I went back to my room for a while.
I stayed there until I got hungry, but the school was quieter than usual. I didn't see anyone for the rest of the day. I was worried, but since I'm useless, I couldn't do anything about it.
Wait, so the 24th day wasn't a mistake. Hey, you guys. We got trouble. Big trouble. Yeah, I heard we slept through the entire day yesterday. It's worse than that. I'll explain later. Meet me at the cafeteria. I gotta tell everyone else. Okay, see you there. So Kemeru tore away toward the dorm room, scattering rainwater on every side. I did as he asked and made my way to the cafeteria. Naked. What could have happened? What's the big problem? Wait. I can smell burning. Why is the refrigerator covered in ash?
No way! I don't believe this. I checked that the coals had gone out before I put the grill away. There's no way that it could have lit up again.
Looks to me like you didn't check through enough. Fire safety is my top priority. They drilled that into every place I worked, even the dive bars. How bad is the damage? How much did we lose? It's not good news. We lost everything. All the food. Burned to a crisp. Thanks to the sprinklers, the fire didn't spread, but it started inside the refrigerator. There's no saving any of it. So then, we have to pass the next 76 days without food. Quite inconvenient. Inconvenience? We're gonna starve to death. But we're immortal. Death holds no dominion over us. We can just keep starving and get brought back over and over again. No food required. That's awful. More importantly, how did the fire start? Inside a refrigerator of all places. We haven't figured that out yet. Seems like it happened yesterday while we were asleep. That's strange in and of itself, though. How did we all sleep through the whole day? Not everyone. Shoma was awake.
Yes, I was, but I didn't notice any smoke or fire.
That's not what I mean. I'm saying you're the one who did it.
Oh,
Shoma wouldn't do that. What's the point? Yeah, he'd be screwing us over just as much as everyone else. I may not know his motive yet, but you can't deny he had the opportunity. He's the only one who could have done that.
Baku's right. I can't help but attain a disdain, a suspicion wherever I go. It's only natural that you'd accuse me. I don't mind if you want to consider me the culprit. I accept any kind of punishment you want to give.
You can't just take the fall for it when you didn't do it. Maybe we should consider why Mr. Ginzaki was the only one awake yesterday. He was the only one who didn't eat anything at the barbecue. Maybe that has something to do with it. It could have been the food or the drink, but if someone spiked it with a sedative, that would account for why we all slept so long and Shoma didn't. Where would any of us even get sedatives? Who knows? You really think somebody ghosted us? Maybe. Alright, Gaku, fess up. You're the one who made the food. What kind of special ingredient did you put in there? I wouldn't do that. What would be the point? You can't accuse someone without supplying a motive. Perhaps you did it without knowing it. The sedatives could have already been in the ingredients from the start.
Why would there be drugs in our food?
Saray might have put it there in case anyone stepped out of line and he needed a way to subdue them. That's gotta be it. Sounds like just the kind of thing that he'd do. We ate that stuff without knowing it was spiked and got put to sleep that way. I'm glad we all agree. Case closed. How do you explain the flood? I know it wasn't my grill that caused it. That's the one thing I'm 100% sure of. In that case, someone must have started it deliberately. I agree, but I don't think we did it. Are you sure about that? Don't forget, there's someone here who's done a lot of self-destructive stuff already. That SOB that offed Saray and disappeared, Mistress Hiragu, obviously didn't care about consequences. Whoever they are, they did it too. You don't believe that. You're just trying to make everyone paranoid. You noticed? If it wasn't an accident or one of us, that only leaves invaders. Boy, could that be it? Let's shelve this discussion. We have more important things to do. Like staying alive now that the food's gone. You heard the man. Everyone cut off a leg and chow down. I mean, we need to find replacement food. Some of us can search the school, but I also want us to find teams to look beyond the wall. We might find some canned food or something in the city ruins. You know what? That's a good idea. There's gotta be something we can eat out there. Are the invaders edible? Gross. I'd rather starve. Ima, Kako, Shoma, I want you to stay on school grounds. We can't risk you getting attacked, and you can't fight back. Okay?
Alright. Just don't expect too much from me, man. I have trouble even finding my shoes, and I sleep in them.
The rest of us will split into two groups and search the area outside the wall of fire. Takumi, can I get you to go with Tsubasa and Gaku? Takamaru, Darumi, and I will take the other side. Sure, sounds good. He took decisive action and got everyone organized. Aito would make a good leader. If everyone's ready, we should start right away.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh man, it's all gonna be over if we can't find anything.
Don't worry, there's all kinds of stuff in those ruins. We're bound to turn up something useful. Let's get this show on the road. Move out. We made a dash for the entrance hall. Wait, before we leave, I think we should tell the others. I don't know if they'll believe me or not, but it has appeared enough times that I don't think it's a coincidence. If there's a chance it has anything to do with anything, I should tell them. Guys. I told everyone about the strange apparition I'd seen about the boy made of flames who somehow got inside the academy. It went about as well as I expected. They all looked at me like I was crazy. You're saying the school's haunted? Don't even go there. I don't think it was a ghost, but I'm not saying I imagined it either. It may not have been solid, but it was real. I could feel its presence, and it seemed to be intelligent. It was trying to communicate. Well, what was it? Some kind of new invader or something? I can't say for sure, but if it is, it might be the one responsible for destroying our food and getting rid of Saray. And Hiroku? Aito, what's wrong? Oh, sorry. The idea that we have an enemy inside the school is a lot to process. I bet it's a shapeshifter sent to infiltrate and sabotage our unit. It could be any one of us. I told you to knock that off. We can decide what to do about it later. Food is our top priority. Yeah, guess you're right. Sheesh, you could have saved the scary stories for after we got back. Now I won't be able to think about anything else. Maybe I could have picked my timing better. Alright, this looks like a good place to stop. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.